and deposits in people's bank accounts. You've huge sums on daily basis, or not in industry or business or commerce. Tell me that there's something wrong there. So I'd urge you to desist, to keep away, to refrain from the temptation to go that way, because very soon I'll be firing some ministers if what I hear is true. There's so much corruption.
My name is Peter Sheikh Skara, favored the Slim Giant, the Smart MC, or you can call me Washimpundu if you like. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, the best thing that you can do right now is to hit the red button, switch on the notification bell so that every time I post a new video, you will be notified that Washimpundu has posted a new video. Well, finally, after a few days of talking about corruption and so forth, the President of Zambia, His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, has finally decided to speak and talk about the corrupt ministers in the government. All right? So the president has sent a warning message to every minister that is corrupt, every minister that is in the government, the minister that has acquired huge portion of lands. He has talked about how ministers are depositing money in banks, huge amounts of money, not just money, but huge amounts of money every week when the people of Zambia are suffering, depositing money at the expense of the sufferings of the Zambian people. The president has sent a warning and he has said he will be firing some ministers that will be found wanting very soon. And that's the thing that we are looking forward to see the ministers that are corrupt to be fired. Now that is the president. Wait in a minute. I'm going to be playing you the audio of the president and hear for yourself what the president has said about the corrupt ministers. We have seen so many corruption going on in the country. You know, and at sometimes we've seen you might be doing the right thing as the topmost, but the people that surrounds you are the bad eggs. They are the ones that are doing wrongs and they want you to look bad in the eyes of the people that you are serving. So this time around, of course, if you can hear the way the president is speaking, His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, you can hear that, you know, he knows he has found some findings and now he just wants the names. He has talked he has talked about how the ministers are driving Porsche cars and the Zambians are suffering. He has talked about the huge portion of lands that they have acquired, the properties that they have acquired while the Zambian people are suffering. So just wait in a moment. I'm going to be playing you that audio so that you can listen to that audio on your own. But then it's high time that he acts. And so if you are a minister and you'll be found wanting, watch out. The president has spoken. You will be fired. And we are looking for that day that you will be fired. You can't just be depositing monies every week, huge amounts. You can't just be owning lands when Zambian people are suffering. That's not the reason you are put in that office. You are put in that office to work for the Zambian people. That's the reason. Yeah? So check out this audio and hear for yourself what the president said about these corrupt ministers, some of them that are corrupt in the government. Check out this video.
Of duty, but let me take advantage of this opportunity to spell out my concern. Lately, I have seen an increase in corruption amongst our people. We have integrity committees at places of work, in the ministries. They're not working. Constant deposits in people's bank accounts. You've viewed sums on daily basis, who are not in industry or business or commerce. Tell me that there's something wrong there. So I'd urge you to desist, to keep away, to refrain from the temptation to go that way, because very soon I'll be firing some ministers if what I hear is true. There's so much corruption that you can smell it. Illegal allocation of land, illegal acquisition of property or whatever description, with impunity. That cannot be allowed. The people are suffering there, overpricing and so on is the order of the day. I think that enough is enough. Whether you are a big fish or a small fish, you are just but one person. I will not allow that to continue. But I'll be calling the individuals concerned to my office to talk to them about my recent findings on acts of corruption amongst my cabinet ministers. And if they are found wanting, I will not wait for the SEC or anybody. I'll send them packing. And by the way, what has happened to the Anti-Corruption Commission? What are they waiting for? Previously, they used to bring reports to the president. That man, that lady. But these days, I don't see anything. The only thing I can talk about is when certain nephew was found wanting because the owners of the money cried foul. SEC is there to make sure that things are going on properly. Sometimes give me a red flag, a yellow flag, and say, things are not going on properly, Mr. President. Probably they miss the old order where the president used to tell them, go and arrest that one. They miss the old arrangement where the president says, fix that one. I'm not going to fix anyone using SEC. I'm not going to fix anyone using the Auditor General. I'm not going to fix anyone using the police. They have got a job to do, for goodness sake. But what I'm saying is they've all gone to sleep. They've all gone to sleep because they are used to being abused by the head of state. I'm not the type, but if they are failing, what can I do? Some of them are constitutional office holders and they're protected by the Constitution. I can't even touch them. Even with a 5-meter pole, bamboo stick, I can't touch them. They are up there. The Constitution protects them to be inefficient. The only person I can fire is the Inspector General of Police, the Army Commander, probably, the Air Force Commander and others. But the others are sacrosanct. They are cast in concrete. I can't touch them. But they're not working. People are suffering. Overpricing, you name it. It's there. It's happening. Not only at ministerial level, but at director level. Madam Minister of Lands, how many of your officers have got big mansions? So many. Posh cars and so on. We wonder. Corruption is not just a fight against corruption when it's ministers. Our directors, our clerks, everyone. Files go missing because of corruption. But please, the 5 of you, guard against that. You are still fresh. The old ones who have been with me, I'm afraid if my findings reveal that it's true, they are going. Thank you very much. God bless you.